Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, we're going to do a random ranking. This one's going to be a little bit different because there was like a stack of kids' movies upstairs, like our Disney films and stuff like that. And I just saw, I think my wife brought them down here, set them down with the other piles that I have down in this area. So I thought maybe I should take the top 3 films in that stack and rank those. So let's go do that. The stack is just behind me here. I can see what the top film is, but I don't know what the other 2 are. So let's find out. Yes. Ooh, this one I can't do. I've never seen this. I think it's a show, actually. Mickey's Roadster Racers. I don't even know why we have this. Huh. Anyway, I can't rank that one. So let me put this back and grab the next one on top. Looks like it's another show, so I can't do that one. So we'll do this next one here. All right. Ready? Here we go. So first we have A Bug's Life. This was the second Pixar film between Disney Pixar. First one, obviously, was Toy Story. Very good. Look at this casing. Do you see that holographicness there? I wonder what the point of that was, just to catch your eye. What does that have to do with the film? I don't think anything. They're just like, hey, check this out. Something new, 3D animation. Check it out. Digital surround sound. This is the Collector's Series. The Gold Collection. Maybe that's what it has to do with A Bug's Life. What I really like here is the bugs making up, the letters there. Yeah, I always liked this movie. I always thought it was a little underrated. Man, there's so many Pixar movies now. I don't even think I've seen them all. I mean, I've never seen any of the Cars movies, so I guess there's that. But I feel like I'm behind in other ways too. But yeah, I always kind of like this. That's a nice story. I was always more of an Ants guy because I saw that one in the theater. Ants over this film. But then when I finally saw this film, I thought it was fine. It was good. But yeah, I was always more into Ants. Okay, next we have If You Listen to Each Other's Hearts, we'll find we're never too far apart. But maybe love is the reason why. For the first time ever, 2 thumbs up. We're seeing eye to eye. To the perfect cast. Yeah, Powerline. I mean, Max, Goof. It's great. It's a great film. One of the most fun things to come out of the 90s, and it still holds up today. We got ourselves a cameo of Donald and Mickey in here. Yeah, it's just a wonderful film. And you know what I learned? Goofy isn't technically a dog. Pluto is a dog. Goofy is a canine, which is a little bit more broad. So he's not like a dog. Pluto's a dog. He's a canine. So that opens it up to what he is. Not a dog. He's a canine. I learned that on, I think, Jim Cummings' podcast, who does, many voices. Was it Jim Cummings who said it? Or the guy? No, it wasn't Jim Cummings. It was the guy who does Goofy's voice. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now, but I think he was the one who I heard it from. But maybe it was on Jim Cummings' podcast. I can't remember. But anyway, this is a great film. Hi Dad Soup. Just a great, parent-child film. Very good. Who's this dude? I don't remember that guy. I'm trying to think of who that is. Bigfoot. Bigfoot's in it. Yeah. Anyway, next we got ourselves Mufasa. I remember when I heard of this movie being announced, I hated it. I think even when I watched the trailer, I didn't like it. But then when I saw it, I was like, actually, I kind of like this. I remember being upset because this film does not follow the lore of The Lion King. Because in the Lion King animated film, it is very clear there is language in the film. There are lines within the script that point to Scar and Mufasa being blood brothers, blood siblings, right? From the same parents. But then this movie, they're not. They're just like adopted each other sort of brothers. And I didn't like that. I was like, no, you aren't respecting the lore. You aren't respecting the lore. You got to respect the lore. But then I just had to shake some of that and be like, you know, the same way I am with like superhero movies. They aren't going to follow the comic exactly. They aren't going to follow. I mean, I'm not even really a comic guy anymore. And I wasn't even a big comic book guy when I was reading comic books. But I guess you could say like the X-Men movies didn't follow the X-Men cartoons perfectly. And you're okay with that because it's another reinterpretation of these characters. And that is what this is. This isn't. That's funny now I'm saying this. I was going to say this isn't a full-on remake of the animated, but I mean, The Lion King live action is sort of almost a shot-for-shot remake, so I don't even know what I'm talking about now. But anyway, they changed the lore up, and I was upset about it, but then when I saw the movie, I loved it. I thought it was great. I like this better than I'm going to call it live action. We all know it's not. The live action Lion King. Why aren't these nominated for animated? They're animated movies, right? Maybe people just don't think they're good enough. I don't know. But I like this, the facial expressions they gave more life, more animated life, which I think was good, a great move, because the first film, they're very flat. And I know they did that on purpose because they were trying to make it look extremely realistic. But here they're like, you know what, let's give them some more personality. And I thought that was a great move. And I really liked the story. We saw this in the theater with the kids. They were huge into lions at the time. Loved them. They still like them, but I mean, like, they were obsessed. So yeah, great film. How are we going to rank these? I'm going to do this, actually. May not believe it, but I like Mufasa. I thought that was a very good film. So I'm going to go with a goofy movie. Although I think the ending had a little bit of forcedness to it with some of the dialogue, you know, especially like Scar's name. It was just kind of like, oh, eye roll. It was kind of like seeing like Han Solo get his name in the movie Solo. Okay. It just answered everything, you know. I don't know why I'm okay with like Indiana Jones getting the scar in Last Crusade, seeing him do that, but that's sort of the same thing, you know. But anyway, a goofy movie, easy, number one, nostalgia, plus it's just, you know, tugs at those heartstrings. Mufasa, just because it like was way better than I was expecting. And then A Bug's Life, solid film, really like it. I love all these movies right here. So anyway, we're going to go a goofy movie, Mufasa, and A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life is very funny. Very funny. Very funny. But yeah, this is my ranking right here. I'd love to know what you think of these films. Let me know in the comments below, and I'm curious how you would rank them. How would you rank them? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.